Let's go.
Welcome back to another special edition of 9 to 5 Takes, and it's special for one reason. We got our first win of the season. Everybody clap it up. You're not clapping. It's okay. We got a lot more wins to get this season, a lot of stuff to talk about, and honestly, we whooped their ass. Excuse my language. I'm in Texas right now, so I get to talk about as much crap as I'd like to every Dallas fan watching. You guys stink. With love. But yeah, a few positives to take away. Caleb had his best game, 298, 148 rating wise. 21 for 28 passing. He threw it to 4 different pass catchers. Each of them had a touchdown. I'm going to go down the line. First pass catcher I want to shout out, Luther Burden. You probably had the highlight play of the day. One of the best flea flickers I've ever seen a Chicago Bears team perform. It was a little wonky at first. DeAndre Swift almost messed it up, but Caleb let that thing fly. 60-some-odd yards. It was a thing of beauty. This is the exact thing we were all hoping and praying for game 1. But we all know these things take time. And so I'm very, very happy to see that Ben Johnson is still Ben Johnson. And in terms of running the ball, now, I think DeAndre Swift had about 13 carries for around 30-something yards, 33 to be precise. He is not an in-between-the-nose tackle, and it is okay because he gives us a lot in terms of pass pro and pass catchability. He had, I think, 3 catches for 45 yards. I watched him rip that run, make a guy miss. This clip's going to be right here. That was amazing in itself. DeAndre Swift, you played a lot better this game. You get your round of applause. Now, my other 2 pass catchers, these guys almost seem to be forgotten about. I'm wearing one of his jerseys. DJ Moore and Cole Kmet. Both of you each had a touchdown and some yards to follow up behind it. Excellent. Way to lead the room. Way to show these guys that there is still production in Chicago to be had. And at the same time, I think this kind of woke them up a little bit. If this performance wasn't eye-opening beforehand, it is now. I think DJ Moore is looking at the wide receiver room right now, trying to kind of find his place, especially since he used to be the presumed top dog. We now know that Rome is more than likely our top dog. DJ is our comfortable number 2 dog, and number 3, I'm going to give it to Luther Burden. I haven't seen enough from Olamide Zaccheaus. I think he had a couple nice design runs for him this game. He had like a jet sweep he did a pretty good job on. All love for Zaccheaus, but Luther Burden, in terms of upside and potential, is a better player than Zaccheaus, and that's why we drafted him so high. Now, enough about the offense this game. Let's talk about that defense. Only 14 points allowed in the first half. 4 takeaways in total. 2 picks, 3 picks, 1 forced fumble, rip, recover, fumble, whatever. And that was off one of the second plays of the game, if not the first play of the game. It was amazing. We took the ball. We marched down the field. And then we basically just dominated. The entire game, our defense set the tone. We were more physical than them. They were starting to beat us up in the run a little bit. It was looking like it was going to be another classic Chicago L of just letting the run happen until the defense can't stop anything. But they actually held their ground. So I want to give another round of applause to the defense. Tremaine Edmonds, 2 picks. He was flying all around the floor today, or all around the field today. I think, honestly, Tremaine is in a better scheme fit than he was last year, which is why we didn't see this level of production. And that's completely okay, too. I have a lot of faith in Tremaine. He's only 25, 26, which is incredibly young for somebody his age. He's been a captain almost every year he's been in the league, guys. So Tremaine can play. We see that. And I'm happy to see him stepping back into his own, being the leader of this defense. Now, where I start to waver on this defense, we are not very physical at the line of scrimmage. Ryan Poles did not do a good enough job addressing the defensive line. I think we kind of have a bunch of shells, and we need to find our guy. We thought Montez Sweat would be our guy 2 years ago, and after that trade, the midway point of the season, 1/3 of the way, but he hasn't really panned out. And granted, he dealt with injuries and some coaching issues last year. None of his fault at all, but we're going to need more for $90 million a year, or $90 million over however many years. So, Montez, you got to step it up. We're kind of depending on you for the remainder of the season because it doesn't seem like Ryan Poles is too interested in getting us another pass rusher. DeAndre Swift, you're probably going to be the primary back this season because we're probably not going to get a running back. And that's just the way these things go. I'm still uberly confident in this team. I like the direction Ben Johnson is going in with this team. I like the culture shift. I think everybody is finally on the same page in this organization. And for the love of God, please don't let that go. I've seen a lot of people calling for Ryan Poles' job very early on this season because of 2 losses to 2 division opponents who each had 12-plus wins. Cut the man some slack. And I think now we're starting to see it pay off. Now let's talk about next week. We got Ashton Jeanty in the Raiders. And I say Ashton Jeanty because Geno Smith is horrible. Yes, you hear me. He is horrible. You threw 3 picks in the game. You threw 3 touchdowns this game, but you lost by 20. There is no way we should go into Allegiant Stadium without a victory. I'm banking on the score to be somewhat similar to this Cowboys score. And I only think they'll get in the end zone once because of Ashton Jeanty. If not, some ridiculous or miraculous turnover that puts them in great field position. I could see us holding the Raiders to 1 point. I think we have everything we need in terms of both of our rooms. I think we're very, very talented. I think our coaching schemes are better. I think our coaches' fits are better. And all around, I think we're just a better team. Next on, don't want to talk too much about it, but Jalen Johnson is going to be back this season. Clap it up. We received the news sometime, I think, right after or before the game that Jalen Johnson would undergo surgery this season, and he will be making his return. I was looking at our schedule, and I'm going to be honest. He does not need to come back within the next 4 weeks. I would prefer him to be back week 9 or 10, where we see the Bengals and the Giants, preferably the Giants. That would be great. I think he'd be a very, very dominant player on that side of the field. And as you all know, the Giants are starting Jackson Dart. So what other perfect opportunity to come back, potentially see what the season's shaping up to be, than playing against a rookie quarterback at home. So that's going to be fun. Hopefully he comes back then, no time sooner, because our schedule does get tougher in terms of quarterback play. But we'll just have to step it up. And lastly, last but not least, after I said it 1,000 times, people, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share this video, and please, 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 bear the fuck down. Thank you.